So, since we're talking about Star Wars, because we're always talking about Star Wars, I've been wanting to talk about this for like the past like week or so. But episode 8 just came out for this, so I definitely wanted to share it with you. Now, as a Star Wars fan, I think we can all kind of collectively agree that the sequel trilogy had its issues. I'm not going to say it's total garbage. There are some moments in it that are pretty cool and that are good in certain things, most of which are kind of borrowed elements of the old EU, but that's not the point. The point is obviously the story was a major issue there because there wasn't really a story. I found this, and I know a lot of people have been using this AI tool like ChatGPT to kind of like, oh, like write the sequel trilogies and with all this kind of stuff or whatever. I think Star Wars Theory did something recently. There were definitely some story beats in here that I said I would have made personally as well. Like I definitely would have at one point had Ray and Ben kind of switch from light to dark and kind of switch sides. I always thought that the dynamic between Kylo or Ben rather and Poe after torturing him and with Finn after almost killing him, having to work with them and his tension, then with the resistance, working with them even though he's Han Solo and Princess Leia's son or Senator Leia. I'm so old. That dynamic would have been interesting and have Ray, this, Mary Sue, as everyone calls it, have all these OP powers out of nowhere and she's now turned to the dark side. This, extreme weapon is now evil. But here, just check out this little trailer that I kind of made. And
Galaxy has entered an age of unparalleled peace and prosperity. Leia Organa has worked tirelessly for years, brokering peace treaties and trade agreements for old systems to reform the Galactic Republic. A job she has been superb at for decades. But there is one last system that wants to reestablish trade. The Imperial Remnant. A campaign Leia is staunchly in opposition of, but economic and political forces are pressuring the Senate to yield. Even though they claim to be reformed, they have a dark past. Before the Emperor's death, he created a contingency trust to furnish his most loyal supporters and military leaders with significant financial resources, as well as a small cluster of some of the most resource-rich planets in the galaxy, so that his legacy could endure. Resources that would substantially aid in the New Republic's humanitarian efforts as they attempt to root out the last remnants of crime and piracy syndicates in the galaxy.
Now, some of the AI art is a little wonky, and this was one of my favorites. Like this weird amalgamation of Ray and Leia. But episode 8 just came out. I'll put the link in the comments.